at julieblanner.com, where I share easy ideas for entertaining, home decor, and recipes. Today I'm excited to share my Christmas home tour with you. I really have been looking forward to this pretty much since last year's home tour, which you can find in the description below. But I'm even more excited because I am joining my friend Lisa of Farmhouse on Boone, who is sharing hers as well. Not only have Lisa and I been friends for years, but we're also neighbors. I mean, about as close of a neighbor as Lisa can get living out on a farm. Lisa is the one who inspired me to get behind the camera and share my videos with you. And I'm so excited to share her home today as well. At Lisa's farmhouse, you'll see her adorable children, effortless style, and beautiful home decor, blending old and new, which I know you guys love just as much as I do. Lisa's style is as warm and beautiful as she is. So don't forget to click in the description below. I'll also link to a playlist and visit Lisa. I know you'll enjoy her farmhouse so much. The inspiration for my tour this year was juniper just growing in our backyard. I integrated that with a lot of cedar, so we have some beautiful blue hues with traditional Christmas greens. And you'll see that integrated throughout our home, little simple touches of fresh greenery and wreaths and so much more. You'll find that I take a minimalist approach to Christmas, which you can learn more about in the video that I'll link to below, and really take that less is more approach, especially during the holidays where it's easy for your home to become consumed with toys. I hope you enjoyed my Christmas tour, where I share easy ideas that you could integrate into your home for the holidays and tips along the way. Whatever you do, don't forget to click subscribe. I'm so happy that you're here. I always say that home doesn't happen overnight, and the same applies to our Christmas decorating strategy. In fact, that's how I get the most enjoyment out of it. I love making some hot cocoa for the girls, turning the fireplace on, and just decorating as we have time. I do all the greenery in one day, one round, especially our stairwell right here. This is one of my favorite things to decorate, and I think the reason why is because it's the first thing that people see when they enter our home, and it feels so special because we walk by it at least 10 times a day, either to go upstairs or go downstairs or to cut across our home. So it's one of those areas that gives you a lot of impact for minimal effort. In fact, it takes me far less than 10 minutes to hang this, pull out my candles, and turn them on their timer. Speaking of the candles, I love these flameless candles. And I wasn't going to put those on the stairs this year, but after I hung the garland and the ribbon, I decided I just couldn't skip it, because they just add that nice, warm, beautiful glow that comes on in the afternoon as soon as it starts to get dark, and they go off about 10 p.m. And so it just makes it feel so magical without any effort. I literally set it up once at the beginning of the season, and they come on and they go off at their given time. And so they just bring me so much joy and add that magical Christmas glow that I love so much. You'll see that I used the same blue velvet ribbon here on the stairwell, but I made it really long for that dramatic effect. And I added in a little bit of juniper into this greenery. Now I'm shooting this video several weeks after I actually decorated. So this is at, I think, 2.5 weeks. So you can see that it's dry, but it's still very much in that same shape that it was before. And it looks fresh, and it still smells so fabulous and will all the way through Christmas. Now, if you want to keep it looking even fresher, I have a ton of tips for that, which I'll link to in the description below. Now, there are a couple secrets to hanging garland. First of all, the fresher the better. And that's because as soon as it starts drying out, it starts taking shape. And you want it to take the shape of wherever you're hanging it, whether it be your stairwell or your mantle. Now that I have my garland hung, I'm actually going to add a little juniper to it, just for a little more color and texture. And you can see I hung a lot of it with some fishing twine, but in areas where it needs a little more weight to be held, I use regular twine. And I'll garnish it with a ribbon later. Now what I'm doing is I'm just gonna tuck in some little stems of juniper, and you'll see that you can see some stems right here. So I layer them and I'll just tuck it up under, and then I'll find some floral wire in there that I can tuck it into. So there's no need to have like any special materials or anything like that. It's a quick and easy way of really making your garland feel full. And now you don't see any stems, and you get that nice, beautiful texture and little added color of those beautiful blue little juniper berries. So we haven't quite got around to decorating all the girls' bedrooms yet. We've just started by adding a little hint here and there. It's really hard when they go to school during the day. So we just added this beautiful star in Annie's bedroom. And it's amazing how when you keep your decor neutral, how that one simple touch can add that Christmas magic. Again, you can learn more about that in my minimalist Christmas video with my paint colors and all of that. But that's what we plan to continue to do in each of the girls' bedrooms. And they'll each get a tree to decorate with their very own salt door ornaments and cinnamon ornaments, because they love to hand make their ornaments each year. I think Adeline's decided to go with some colored salt dough. Isla is doing the cinnamon ornaments, and Annie is doing the classic salt dough ornaments on her tree. So you can come back by and see more of that later, I am sure. Now, even though I keep it simple, the bathrooms get a little touch of Christmas as well. Whether it be a little bud vase of juniper or switching out art with a wreath, I like to make every space in our home feel that Christmas magic. And actually, I tend to keep our bathroom decor for Christmas all winter long. I don't usually change it out until February or March because it all dries so beautifully too. Also in the entryway, I set up a display on our buffet. I'll link to a similar one below. And again, just added a wreath because it's so easy. And I don't have a whole lot of time to decorate. Pulled out those candles that I use in so many ways throughout the year, and I just nestled a little juniper around them. And it builds it up and it just makes it feel festive. So simple. Again, this is another 5-10 minute display that our guests will see when they enter our home. Now, to add a ribbon to your wreath, it's really simple. You can actually just use a pin. You go ahead and make your bow as you normally would. Tuck a pin through the back of the knot and into a stem of your wreath. And that will secure it and make it feel really pretty and add just a hint of additional color. And in this case, texture as well. Soon we'll cut down a Christmas tree and decorate it, but I really like to keep that fresh. And we're always at our lake cottage for the Thanksgiving holiday, which means that our tree is likely to go dry. So rather than risk that, we always wait until after Thanksgiving to select our own tree and start decorating that. So I'll share more of that soon. Nestled throughout our living room, you'll find that I just filled a beautiful brass bowl that I already had with some leftover cedar and juniper and tucked in some pine cones for that fresh, beautiful touch. You can also add in some ornaments if you'd like to add a little glow, or if it's not on a shelf, if it's more on like an end table, you can add a candle in as well. And of course, flameless candles also work quite nice. In the breakfast room, in addition to adding a wreath and creating a beautiful table display with candlesticks and an easy juniper centerpiece adorned with some garden roses and privet berries, I also added a little swag to our platters. Just little hints here and there make it feel very updated for the holidays. Now we're trying something new this year. I decided, since we spend so much time at our lake cottage, it was time to start decorating down there too. However, I need to keep that rather simple and quick and easy to clean up. Again, since we're not down there and we can't keep things quite as fresh, I purchased a little pre-lit faux tree for the girls' room, which is linked in the description below. And it was so fun seeing the magic in their eyes when they woke up to find that glowing. I can't wait to add a tree skirt to it. I'm also adding this beautiful faux juniper wreath. I mean, I cannot even tell you how pretty it is in person. You can have any kind of wreath custom made by Tiffany's Wreath Company, which I'll link to in the description below. But I have been enamored with her style for quite a while, and so I finally decided to get one of her wreaths, and gosh, I am so glad I did. And I can use this year after year at the lake cottage. I also am considering adding a tree down there in our living room, but I haven't quite decided yet, as well as maybe a hint of garland around one of the chandeliers. But one thing I know is the fir throw has already come out, faux of course, and the girls couldn't be happier. They love piling up on the super cozy fir throw, and that's exactly what a fir throw does, is it makes the space feel really cozy. Now in our bedroom, I went ahead and added that Christmas tree faux again from last year. I repurposed it in our bedroom this year, and I'm keeping it undecorated, just adding it for a little glow, simply adding that tree topper. Gosh, I don't know why, for some reason I love having our bedroom decorated for Christmas, but between that and the wreath above our nightstand, I go to bed happy, I wake up happy, and with that feeling of Christmas in my heart. Like to hang our stockings by the chimney with care, but I also like to add just a little sprig into them, especially if I'm not using any garland above the fireplace. It's again that really simple touch that looks so pretty and adds a beautiful scent. Now you may have also noticed the photograph on our TV, and yes, that is in fact our TV. It's one of my favorite features in our home, because it allows us to seamlessly transition our living room and really entryway, because our living room is right off the entryway, from one season to another like that. I can switch out the artwork or upload a photograph to use on the TV in an instant. I'll link more in the description below. But I decided to use last year's Christmas photographs for this year's TV portrait. And I just think that this photo captures the magic of Christmas on the girls' faces perfectly. In the kitchen, I just added a simple centerpiece in one of my chiniserie jars and a wreath over our window, again adorned with a velvet ribbon to carry that theme throughout our home. It works really well with our slip covers, which Lisa had actually made for us and made a tutorial for you, which I'll link to in the description below. They look so great and work so well with our kitchen and really allow us to use our kitchen and make it functional for even the girls. If they have a mess, then we just take them upstairs, wash them, and we're done. And I love the ticking stripes. So anyways, I'll link to Lisa's tutorial in the description below. Also in the kitchen, over the bar, I added a gold laurel wreath in place of our existing artwork. And I love it so much that I think I might just keep it there year round. I would love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for coming along and taking a tour of our home all decorated for Christmas. If you have any questions, of course, leave those in the comments below. I always love hearing from you, no matter what it is. I would love to see you again soon. I have so much entertaining and holiday decor coming, as well as some really easy recipes like my famous sugar cookies. Don't forget to click subscribe, and I will see you soon. Thanks for following along. Now, as I mentioned before, my friend Lisa has taught me everything that I know about video, and now she's teaching you as well. She has a course that tells you everything you need to do to get started or to make the most out of your YouTube channel using what you have or by purchasing additional equipment. and it's so amazing. I can't wait to really delve into it all. But I have gone through some of the course already. Even though I talk to Lisa on a regular basis, I'm still like, light bulb. Anyways, I'm going to link to that in the description below as well if you're at all interested in learning video, whether it be for your own business, for YouTube, or whatever it may be, because it has helped me so incredibly much.